Aruna Miller, and I am humbled to be your next Lieutenant Governor, along with my friend Westmore as the next Governor of Maryland. Look, it's not lost on me the profoundness of this moment, being elected as the first immigrant to a statewide office in Maryland. And make no mistake, I know that as an immigrant, I would not be standing here before you if it were not for the courage of those before me, who fought for our nation, our freedom, and our democracy. I also know that I wouldn't have the privilege of being an American if it were not for the Black activists who struggled and fought for our civil rights. And this has made all the difference. You see, when you drop a bold, new, progressive idea into the world, like the 1964 Civil Rights Act, you get a ripple effect. It gave America voting rights, women's rights, workers' rights, and immigrant rights. The 1964 Civil Rights Act led directly to the Immigration Act of 1965, which took down racial quotas and allowed a whole new generation of immigrants to come to the United States, including my family and me. And I will never forget that first day when I came to this country. It was February 1972. I was 7 years old. I'm in my dad's arms as we step off the airplane, and I look into the airport, which looked much like this room today with a sea of individuals. And I thought, holy moly, I love this country. Look at all these people waiting for my dad and I to arrive to this country. And I got really excited when I thought they were throwing confetti. Turned out it wasn't confetti, it was snow. And I'd never seen snow in my entire life. But you know what? I have never, ever stopped being excited about the great promise of America. And I will never stop fighting to make sure that promise is available to everyone. And this promise begins with a commitment to deliver a Maryland where we leave no one behind. From Western Maryland to Southern Maryland, from Charm City to Pocomo City to Ocean City, from gorgeous Prince George's to Mountain Maryland. A Maryland where we will leave no one behind. A Maryland where people can feel safe in their communities and their skin. A Maryland where we show the nation that our rights are not up for grabs. And a Maryland that reflects the diversity of our state, because diversity doesn't look like any of us, it looks like every one of us. This past year, Westmore and I met so many extraordinary people around the state who inspired us, encouraged us, and empowered us. They shared their hopes, their dreams, and ideas to make Maryland a better state for all. But we also met some people who questioned us. Like, I remember someone coming up to me and saying, hey, you know, your ticket doesn't look like a normal ticket. And I said, really? How's that? And he said, well, you know, 2 people of color on a ticket? And I said, you know, you're right. Westmore and I are rather colorful people. But here's the thing. Westmore or I or any one of you in this room do not get to decide when we're born our race, our skin color, our gender, our sexual orientation, our socioeconomic background, or our abilities. But what we do get to decide is how we live our lives so we can improve the lives of others. Look, when Westmore and I started this journey, we were polling at 1%. Turns out, a lot can change in a year. So the moral of this story is never, ever underestimate the underdog. And you know what? The underdogs will always look out for the underdogs. We see you, we hear you, we believe in you, and we're going to fight for you. For everyone who stood by us from 1% to the brilliant end, thank you. You believed in us. You never doubted what we can do together. So thank you. Thank you to the voters, giving Westmore and me the great privilege of being your next governor and lieutenant governor. Thank you to the endorsers. We know it's not easy when you have so many talented candidates running, but thank you for coming and supporting us. Thank you to every candidate for taking the courage to run and for your desire to serve the people of Maryland. To the campaign team, thank you for your tireless work, the countless hours and endless positivity you provided. You make hard look easy. To the volunteers, for the calls you made, the texts that you sent, the doors you knocked, the rallies you screamed at, right? Yes, yes. For the signs you waved, thank you for all of that. You poured your heart and soul into it, and we will never, ever forget that. We love you. I love you too. To the donors, thank you for your generosity and your investment in Maryland's future. To my friends, and there are so many of you, and I would do injustice if I were even to leave out one of you off this list, but you know who you are, so thank you to each of you for believing in me and never giving up on me. For my big sister and my big brother, you were the best part of my good old days. And thank you for expanding my family with your families. Mom, you and Daddy risked everything so you can make anything possible for your kids. I love you, and I hope you and Daddy are proud of me. To my 3 beautiful daughters, the greatest privilege of my life has been to be your mother. Mina, you're my old soul. You're always the calm in every storm, and you're my favorite public school teacher. Chloe, you're the life of the party, and you're my kindred spirit. As the song says, you can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile. I love you. Sasha, my little one, when you were growing up and you were about 4 years old, you told me, Mommy, when I grow up, I want to marry you. Honey, I've loved you from the moment you were born, and I'm going to love you every step of the way. And I just adore you, my Cinderella. Dave, my husband and my college sweetheart, you stole my heart over 30 years ago, and you still haven't given it back. Every day, you choose to empower our daughters, my mom, and me, rather than centering yourself. I'm so glad that I get to travel the universe with you. Westmore, from the moment I met you, I knew you were going to be an incredible leader. But what I didn't know was that you were going to be an exceptional friend. Thank you for your friendship and trust in me. So thank you, Marilyn, for this honor. Thank you for your trust, and thank you for instilling in me the opportunity to be your next Lieutenant Governor. But this isn't about me, it's about every one of you. Now, I have a spoiler for you all. There will be confetti shortly on the stage. Yeah? And it won't be the snow that fell on my first day in the United States when I came here and I thought, was welcoming me. It will welcome a new tomorrow for our state. It will be for our future, and I am so honored and humbled to be a part of it. There's a lot that tomorrow will bring. There's a lot that you can all do, because I hope you know that you're in this with us. We're in this together. But before I ask you for anything, thank you for everything. Thank you for being a part of this moment. Thank you for what you add to our democracy. I love you too. We need you. We need your hope. We need your dreams. We need your stories. We need your partnership. And I can promise you this, we're only just getting started. Thank you, Marilyn.
And I saw her face.